Hi, welcome to Now You're Cooking. My name is Mike Fear, and tonight we're going to do gadgets. And I don't know if I'll get to everything I have here in front of me, but if I don't get to them, hey, stop by and ask me to demonstrate them at some other point. Before I do that, I just want to make sure that you know that we're going to have a Le Creuset sale coming up for Oktoberfest. That's the second weekend in October. Going to be some awesome deals, 20% off of everything, I think. Maybe even better than that with some pieces. So, you know, come down and see what you'd like to get. Maybe you'll pick up a gadget or two when you do that. I'd like to, what do I want to start with? I think I'm going to start actually with can openers. I'm sure that you have all had a situation where opening a can is not that easy, or you don't like a can opener. So OXO has the answer, in my opinion, as far as can openers are concerned. Here we have our Heinz baked beans, all the way from England. These are the real thing. You see how easy that is? I just basically went right around it, but you also see how that went down inside. The actual lid went down inside. That is a real pain. And so OXO's come up for the solution of that. I'm going to put my Heinz baked beans right in there. Wow, just fits. That's going to probably be my supper tonight. Beans on toast. Okay, got all the beans out. And now you'll get to see this one, which clamps on, and I go all the way around. And once I'm all the way around, you'll see that it does not drop down inside. It's basically, and so it's a really nifty way to open your can, like so. Okay, can openers, that's that taken care of. Next thing, important thing, if you leave a mess of beans on is to have something to scrape things up with. And I use this, it's a bench scraper. I use it for my bread, I use it for everything. Whatever I'm scraping up, if I'm cutting onions or whatever. I don't usually make quite so much mess as I'm making right now, but a lot of the time I want to chop things. And so here is a fabulous handy dandy chopper. Let's move the beans. So what can you chop with this? I like to chop nuts with it, garlic, pretty much anything you can chop with it. Here's some almonds I'm going to put in here, and it has this little thing that I could chop them right in there, and if I do that, it sort of contains them. So I just pop that over the top, and now you see as I strike down on there, it turns as it chops. And then I can get it to what level I like, and there it is right there. I could, of course, if I wanted to, just chop it right onto a cutting board, just like so. And again, chops my nuts perfectly, and put those in there. Other things, if I have garlic, which I have here somewhere. Here's a good way to chop garlic. First of all, I want to take the skin off the garlic, and I'm going to hit it a little harder. There we go. And once I have peeled it, all right. Here we have our compost bucket. Any bits and pieces we don't want, we can pop it in there. And okay, and now again I can and then I have my garlic nicely chopped. So, okay, I'm going to put I might want to use that garlic in a minute. So, chops anything, onions, garlic, nuts, the sky's the limit as far as that's concerned. How about squash season? Let me use my Lamson vegetable knife. It's really a good knife all around, and I'm just going to use it to split it open. And really what I wanted to show you, especially if I can find it here amongst all my gadgets, is this little device. And this is great for, I don't care if it's a melon or squash, but essentially what you do is you use it to scrape out right here, and if you can see me scrape, and it doesn't leave any strings behind. Whoop, put some on the floor instead. Okay. And once we have, it's really good, I think it's really good with melon. And I probably should have picked up a melon to demonstrate that, because I did want to show you how I wanted to show you how my melon baller works. Imagine this is a melon, and I can just make little balls with this lovely OXO device. If they're too big, then I can use the other end, and you can see a nice ball there. Great for watermelon, regular melon, yeah, whatever. So that is that. Peeling. We have a peeler here. So what do you peel? Let's peel a potato. So peeling potatoes, one of the things you can do is just, this is again an OXO, and we have several peelers here that are really good. We have them serrated peelers. We have them if they're wide peelers. We have some that will cut the peel into like sticks, juliennes. Once I have it peeled, what do I want to do with it? I might want to just take again my Lamson chef's vegetable cleaver. What if I wanted to cook it in the pan? Some little squares. Here is a great little vegetable chopper. Pop it right there, right down like that, and you'll see it's nicely, easily cut into little pieces, and fry those up. They're really super. You can do it with so many different things, and put the potatoes in there. I might have potatoes with my beans tonight. If I'd been really well prepared, I would have had some oysters in so I could demonstrate oysters. We carry a ton of oyster openers and oyster tools, so oysters are popular right at the minute, so be aware that we have those. This is, you place the oyster right in here, and then pretty much with one finger holding down the oyster, you can then just basically pop it open. It's a really handy tool. Here's a tool that I absolutely love. You've probably got one, used one. You want to basically core your apple. Just goes right down nicely through the middle there, and you've got it nicely cored. You can peel it or not, whichever you like to do. And so great for coring an apple, But one of my favorite things to do, I don't know if you've, this part of the tomato you don't want to have when you're slicing. So I actually take and I just go down a little ways into that. You can see and then I just scoop it out. So now I've just got, I've only lost that much tomato, and I can use the rest, slice the rest however I like. So handy to have a great knife for doing that. This is a Japanese knife which just slices beautifully. Tomato can be really hard to slice. It just so the secret is make sure your knife is moving. Don't try to just chop down. Make sure it's moving forward like so. And then if you've got as much tomato cut as you want, you can actually store this a number of ways. One way is with this device. You want to put it in the fridge. You just take the tomato, put it down there, and then just snap it, put it in the fridge. It's sealed up nicely. You can use this for an onion or a tomato. Really works well. Okay. Another thing for peeling is, and this is just an idea I have, especially when I find my peeler, is when you are doing red potatoes, a lot of the time I like the skins, but it doesn't look very attractive. So to give it a bit more of a jazzed up, just peel around the middle, like so. Then cook your potato, and it'll come out, and people will say, "Oh, that's pretty nifty." It looks a little special. You've just peeled a little piece off there, and then when they're boiled and they're on the plate, they just look special, and you've still got the skin, which is good for you, to be quite honest. Peeling is great. I don't know if you noticed when I was getting the knives out, it's great to have protection for your knives. And that's, whether it's a bread knife, and these are really good. They just slide right on the knife, and then you can throw this in the drawer and you can't cut yourself with it. So we've got loads and loads of those. Moving on to another garlic tool. This is just an awesome Rosla garlic tool. In this one, I'm just going to put the garlic in there, and I'm going to crush it, and out it comes, and it's self-cleaning right there. And so I've got my garlic pieces, and you can see right there it's self-cleans as I open it back up. Easy to clean because it opens all the way up, and so it's all completely easily, just run it under the tap, and it's fabulous. Okay, another garlic device right here, and in this instance, and you can use this for ginger as well as garlic. I'm going to just pop that right in there, and we'll put two lots in there, and the skin is not wanting to come off. These are homegrown garlic, and we'll pop that in there. These teeth right here are going to chew up the garlic, so I just twist, and there's a bit of resistance, and the more I twist, the finer it gets. And eventually, when I get to what I want, I just go back and forth like so, and then you can see the garlic is right, that piece right there is not chewed up. So I'll turn it over and give it another go through, and then back and forth. Now I've got some lovely bits of garlic, which I'm not going to use that because I'm going to use it for something else. so I'll use my finger. And so that was just an awesome way to get your garlic as fine as you want. Okay, next thing I wanted to show you. Oh, one thing that is, oh, let me go over to my water's boiled down, but I wanted to show you a device that I'm like to use, because when you've got boiling water and you want to put an egg in there, this tool is great. You just put your egg, you don't have to burn your fingers, you don't have to drop it hard, you just lower it in there, and now you've got your egg going away, boiling away, and then you can at the same time hook it back out again when it's done. So I'm going to leave that one in there. This one is done, and another egg tool. This one takes the top off your egg. Just pop that on top of the egg, snap it, and then you just pull off the top of the egg. There it is. Looks beautiful, just ready to eat, just like that. Okay, that's my egg tools. And if you have egg, and grab one of these. You have your, well, let's say we have the egg in there, and you want some lovely pepper. Our pepper mills are awesome. This one in particular I think is great because I can grind it nice and fine. You can see it's nicely and fine, but it does it quite quickly. And I can change the grind very quickly so that I get a much more coarse grind, but it really kicks the pepper out. So you can see, so our pepper and salt, and this is a matching pepper and salt. These are from a company in England. I'll set those aside. Other vegetable storage devices, when you're dealing with, like we do with, we call these courgettes. It's a big zucchini. No, I mean, courgettes and zucchinis are the same. You can't use it all. So you cut as much as you want, then this piece will just pop over the top, put it in the fridge, and then you can use it the next night and it's not all dried out. These are great for putting on anything. You put them on your glass right there. In the summer when you're drinking wine, you want to keep the wasps and bugs away. You can put it on your wine glass. Okay, so but it'll go on any kind of vegetable. We even have them that fit the avocado. Talking about wine, we have a lovely bottle of wine here, and find my wine things. Okay, one of the things that you want to be able to do, if it's a champagne, you want to be able to seal it up. Le Creuset makes a great screw pull, which you just pop over there, simple as that. Now you can put it away and it won't, the bubbles won't go away. Also, we have another one. This one works on champagne, but it will work on a regular wine bottle. This one you just pop in there and you just twist and twist and twist and twist, and the inside will get so big that it won't come off, and so that seals it there. It would work on a bottle of regular wine like this one, for example. Now, this is red wine. You want to make sure that it is, you've drunk some of it and you want to keep the wine really good. This is a great gadget. It's called Private Reserve. It contains argon. And again, if you want any explanation about these, just pop in and talk to me or to Heather. With this one, I'm just going to spritz argon down in there. That argon will lay over the wine, protect it from the oxygen. It won't oxidize. Then I could put this one right on if I wanted to, or we have these stoppers go on there, or so we have a load of different wine stoppers. You could actually put the original cork right in there, and there's the original cork. And try to push it down as much as I can, because I was also wanting to show you another wine opener. This one is especially good if you have an old bottle of wine where the cork is a little dodgy. And it goes down the side of the cork, and I have to start working in from both sides. And I'm just basically pushing down either side. It goes down and keeps going down, and we hope it doesn't push the cork in. And once we get it down here, like I have right now, I now turn it and pull at the same time. And as you see, so if a cork is fragile, it will be gripped by the forks on this. This is called the ASO wine opener. It's really good, made by a rabbit. Okay, somewhere here I have creme brulee torch. We have several creme brulee torches. Typically a creme brulee torch is for creme brulee. I just want to show how we can do other things with it. I'm going to take a clean board here and move everything out of the way. And simple thing, just take a banana, and bananas don't take much to cut, so I'm going to use this just to cut your banana up. Okay, put the banana in the bowl like so, and then just like you would with a creme brulee, sprinkle a little sugar, so give it something to caramelize. And this one looks like a plumber's torch. As I say, you don't have to have this one, but it's really good. And I'm just going to, as you see, whoop, we turn it down a bit, and woo! Nobody said I was going to set the place on fire. But the singeing of the bananas, I mean, it smells awesome. It's not just the sugar, it's the actual bananas themselves get singed up. Put a little whipped cream on there, and it's fabulous. And you can do your own plumbing as well with this one of these. So, and you could also, if you had some chopped almonds, you could throw that over the top. What else do I have to show you? Just want to make sure that you know we have all kinds of measuring devices. This is a great set. Cups, you know, all the way down to the little tablespoon. Oh, that's a teaspoon right there with all the measurements. What I like to use for teaspoons and tablespoons of these. They're magnetic together, so you don't, you can take one away. Plus, you can use this end to go in your spice jar, this one to measure oil, and they all stick together because they're attached by magnets. We have the same thing with cups somewhere here. I'm going to move right to now. I want to open a jar. This jar is, somebody's put it on too tight and it's hard for me to open. So this device right here from OXO, first thing I do is I take off this piece. It's a piece of silicone. Put that on the counter, put that on top of there. Open this all the way, and the silicone helps to hold the jar still. I put this on there, and as I turn, it closes and it pinches on the jar, and it shows me which way I should turn as an arrow. And then I put my darndest into it, and it lo and behold opens the jar right up. And then if I should happen to want to put some Nutella on my bananas, I can use this device right here it's great for scraping out jars. And there, look at that, some Nutella with your banana. Can't beat that. I'm sure most of you know about the microplane. Here's the key with the microplane is don't do it this way. Always do it this way. Number one, you can see how deep you're going, and you can also see where you've been, and you've got it all. And again, if you want some lemon zest on your bananas, you can just pop it on right there. And it doesn't matter whether it's a lemon or an orange, it all works really well. Where do we get to with our apple? I have lost my apple tool. It's hidden somewhere here. There it is. So, and did I just pull my, yes, I just pulled my microphone down. Check, 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 check. And I'll get my mic back on. And then this is great because this actually cores as well as, so I wouldn't have had to cord this one, but you can see what a beautiful job it does of getting my apple pieces. And we have several that do that. I think I've almost run out of things to show you. Whisks, we have every size. This is really handy, this little one here. But if you need any type of whisk, we have just everything you want. We even have a dough whisk, which this is really handy from OXO. And as far as other graters, we have cheese graters. We have the a great tool from Rosler, tongs. If you want to close it, you just do that. You want to open it, you just do that. Shouldn't use it in non-stick, so we have this one from OXO, which has nylon, and you can just basically pick up things with that. Same with if you're cooking anything. This is a chef's, this is my favorite tool on the gadget wall. Use it for pie, use it for fried eggs, use it for poached eggs especially. All the water goes through there as I pick up the poached egg. You shouldn't use steel on non-stick, so we have lots of nylon and silicone ones that work really well. Your lemon, if you need to juice it, quickly find a knife, cut it in half there, and then this is really awesome. Always put this face down like so, and then this piece comes over the top, and then there's nothing better than lemon and garlic. So you just basically, and you see how all the juice is coming out with not a lot of pressure, but you can see how much juice I got out of that, and you can also see there's not much left in it. So, and I think there's probably something else I wanted to show you and I didn't get around to it, but check back next week. We have an awesome show for you. I don't remember what it is, but I know it's Louisa, and she's probably making chili or something like that. Hummus. She's making hummus. She's really good at making hummus. Don't forget the Le Creuset sale. Also, don't forget that we're having our first wine tasting next month. So it's the third Thursday of the month, and that's October 20th. We'll also be doing wine tastings in November and December. bright night bath will be an awesome night, and we'll have a wine tasting for that night too. I think I've run out of things to say, and have a great night. Thanks for paying attention.